But welcome in, no Gear Get Up. Again, we can still get a session in. Why not? So my name is Coach Jeremy. Again, no Gear Get Up is the class, and it is about 8:40 a.m. over here on the Pacific side of things, and we're going to focus on the lower body. So let's go ahead and just start as we normally do with the quick scan. This quick scan is going to start with a classic move called the squat. So let's go ahead and go to the squat. Again, just feel it out as you come down into your position, and then press back up all the way. Perfect. Next one is more to kind of feel at the bottom. So let's go ahead and see if we can stay down there a little bit longer. Again, press down. Feel it out. Sit low. Find some balance between your feet. And then come back up. Nice. All right, so I'm getting a lot of lower body, shin, calf area in regards to some tension and some tightness. So I believe that's where we're going to start. Let's bring it to both knees down, and let's open up our foot into plantar flexion. So we're going to go ahead and go both knees down about hip width. Top of the foot is on the ground. Normally I tell you to engage your toes, but we want to get that point so that we can get a little bit of a stretch here. And then let's just go ahead and increase how much we sit down towards those heels. If you can get your butt onto your heels, that's great. Unfortunately, I don't think I've ever been able to do that, which is fine. But again, we're just going to try and sit back as far as we can, but not just increasing the amount of knee flexion, right? The bend here at the knee, but trying to really put pressure on the top of that foot, increasing the plantar flexion, which in turn will hopefully get those shins a little looser. We're going to go to some ankle dorsiflexion next to the opposite side. Okay, just keep pressing back. I'm actually using my hands here to try and press my butt down. And if you're one of those people that's like, Coach, I'm sitting all the way down, that's fine, right? Just sit in this position, let it hold, breathe. Maybe you can become upright. Maybe you can do a little backward lean, use your hands. But again, everybody has to listen to what their body's going to give them, and this is what my body's giving me right now. Good. Now let's come out of that, wiggle around a little bit. I could feel the tops of my feet and my ankles loosening up and reperfusing a little. Excuse me. Let's go and take it to that ankle dorsiflexion that we normally do. So now, again, toe forward, hips in center or in line. You're going to keep that bridge of your foot or that arch of that foot down with those toes and active. And then I'm taking my weight and I'm leaning it against that knee. And I'm just going to push it forward. I'm going to hold that. And now I'm getting the opposite side or the opposite direction of the ankle, dorsiflexion. And I'm feeling a little bit of tension in the calves and the Achilles. This is perfect. We're just going to light up that whole system. Take a deep breath while you're here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So right foot down. And then again, once you're here, just press that knee forward. Arch of the foot has been created. Keep that arch as you press forward. Heel is down. That's your end range when the heel starts to come up. And then from here, again, add that pressure to the top of the leg. As long as you're keeping that heel down, you're in the money. You're in the clear. Good. Now that we've done some static stuff here, let's go ahead and take a seat. And let's go through a little bit of a controlled rotation. So cars, as we like to call them, we've done it before. We're going to take our arm, loop it underneath your knee. So let's go right arm, left knee. Okay, once you're here, I'm going to go ahead and grab my left forearm. So essentially, I'm kind of making a little bit of a a lock on my leg. So I'm going to go underneath, grab, and I'm going to grab again. So now I've got a hold of my arm, a hold of my shin. What you're going to notice here is that you're just pretty much getting rid of the chance for your leg to be able to move. We're going to go ahead and isolate just the ankle itself. So I'm going to start by pulling the toe towards me. I'm going to keep that toe pulled towards me as I start to shade it towards the outside or inside, either direction. And I'm just going to go one massive circle. And I'm going to imagine the very tip of my toes here have like a little pin at the end. And I'm just trying to draw on a piece of paper the biggest circle I possibly can. Remember, pointing the toes down, bringing it around, pulling the toes up. Switch directions once you hit that point of where you started. Thank you, Nala. She knows that, and my ankles need some love, so she's going to give us some love here, right, Nolly? Thank you. Let's go and finish a couple more here. Take your time. There she goes, trying to mess up my car. Thank you, sweetie. One more to bring it home. And rest. Okay, so getting a lot of that tissue, TA, right? Getting a lot of soleus and calf here. And so we're going to try and give him some love with a little bit of a, it's called a bone crusher, calf crusher, whatever it is. We're going to use that after this. Let's go ahead and get the cars on the other side. So underneath the leg, grab the forearm, grab the shin, start toe pulled up, go ahead and shade towards the inside, point down, and bring it around. Take your time, go slow. You want to go from one phase or one direction to another, but make the transition smooth. Bone saw, that's what we called it, the bone saw. Good, finishing a few more here. Thank you, Nala. All right, now, once we've gotten that done, we're gonna go ahead and get into that bone saw. So on the bone saw, excuse me, Nala, so they can see, thank you. You're going to go ahead and open up the knees and place one leg and the shin right in between. Once you're there, again, you can go a little side to side. Breathe. I'm using my other hand to push the foot forward and back. Again, it's as if it's an actual saw, just going forward, back. Keeping that pressure mounted up. Remember, as you pull back with the hips, you're going to add more into it. Does it need to feel painful? Absolutely not. It probably shouldn't feel painful. That wouldn't be the word I would like to describe it. Should you feel pressure? Absolutely. Some tension? Yes. Can you breathe through it? Please. And then I'm just going to work my way down towards the rest of the leg and just keep that sawing motion as I do so. And we're just kind of shoving the tension and pressure down the leg and letting all that blood kind of flow through some tissues and areas that it doesn't normally hit on its own. There we go. Get down all the way to that Achilles complex. That needs some love too, right? Ooh, I'm feeling that one. And let's go ahead and make our way out of that and into the next leg. So again, open the leg up, pull the shin in, find some balance, and then you're going to go ahead and saw. Start really high in the calf. A lot of meaty tissue up there. And just keep working your way left and right. Slowly working down as you work that sawing motion. It's almost like you're just kind of pushing out the last little bit of toothpaste out of the toothpaste bottle, if you will, in terms of keeping the pressure and rolling that leg down, right? And just pushing that blood and that tissue, all of that fluid towards the foot itself, getting towards the Achilles now. Whew, nice and tender. And come out of that. All right. So lots of mobility, stability, flexibility in the foot. Let's go ahead and test, right? So let's go back to that squat. And again, the lower leg is what we worked on mainly. And let's just go ahead and feel it out again. Take a slow descent, grab the ground with those feet. Take your time as you come down. And does it feel easier? Does it feel more accessible to get to the bottom position of that squat? For me, a little bit, tiny bit. Even though we went through a lot, again, I'm noticing just a little less tension and a little less fight back from the legs themselves. All right, y'all. Again, sorry about the technical difficulties, but we got in, we got out, and that's all we really need. Again, just give yourself 10 minutes a day. And again, that's going to start to show itself in some changes in your body. Again, 10 minutes a day, all you need. Be hyper-focused on an area and give it some love, mobility, flexibility, a little bit of activation. That should do the trick. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great one. Enjoy your weekend. Stay dry, stay safe. Later, y'all.